Game number 2 of this twin bill just a few minutes away between the Evansville Otters and the Florence Y'alls. Evansville winning the opening contest by a final score of 5-1, and they will try to follow it up with a doubleheader sweep here in the nightcap. Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back to Thomas More Stadium. Kyle Chandler with you, and we'll go ahead and go through the starting lineups first for the visiting Evansville Otters after the Game 1 win. The Otts are now 24-37, led by manager Andy McCauley. Delvin Zinn playing second base, he leads things off. David Mendham, the third baseman, bats second. Paven Parks, the shortstop, batting third. Batting fourth, and the designated hitter, Dakota Phillips. Gary Mattis out in right field, he bats fifth. Playing left field and batting sixth is Mason White. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Logan Brown. Doing the catching in Game 2, batting eighth, Jake Green. Filling out the starting nine, Giovanni DiGiacomo, the center fielder. On the mound for Florence in Game 2, it is Dante Chirico, who is 0-1. This is his fifth appearance, third game in the starting role, 15 prior innings of work, and a 9.00 ERA. Let's flip the book over and take a look at the Florence Y'alls after the Game 1 loss. Florence now 26-34. Led by manager Chad Rhodes. Ed Johnson leading off, he plays short. Craig Massey, the designated hitter, bats second. Brian Fuentes out at third, he bats third. Hank Zeisler will clean things up out at first base. Playing right field and batting fifth, TJ Reeves. Stephen Harustich will play left field, he bats sixth. Batting seventh and playing second base, Justin Levy. Batting eighth, the catcher Sergio Gutierrez. Filling out the starting nine, the center fielder Dalton Davis. On the rubber for Evansville, Pat Miner will be making his first start of the 2024 campaign. 12 appearances, all out of the bullpen, 18 2/3 innings, a 1-0 win-loss record, and a 7.23 ERA. Well, it is not as hot as it was during the opening game, 85 degrees for the series opener, and well, it has dropped down to 79 degrees, partly cloudy skies, and that night sky starting to roll in here in Florence, Kentucky. So the lights will be on. Should be a good matchup. We're going to take a step aside on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. When we come back, we'll bring you first pitch. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. It's that time of the day again. Otters baseball coming your way here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. So happy you could join us for game number 2 of the day. Another 7-inning contest coming your way as the Evansville Otters look for the doubleheader sweep against the Florence Y'alls. Game 1 resulting in a 5-1 Otters win, and Evansville will try to follow it up if they can get the win today. In the nightcap, it will be the first time all season that Evansville has been able to win 3 games in a row. Ballpark dimensions at Thomas More Stadium in Florence, Kentucky. 325 to the right and left field lines. 395 to dead center, marked in inches, 4,740. Calling our balls and strikes here in Game 2, home plate umpire Kevin Furman. Out at first base, it is Parker Powell, the first base umpire. And the third base umpire is Noah Hobart. On the rubber, Dante Chirico, who is 0-1 this year, the right-hander, making his 5th appearance, 3rd game in the starting role, 15 prior innings of work, and a 9.00 ERA. Delvin Zinn will lead it off for Evansville, and he will bat right-handed, the second baseman, back in the leadoff spot. And maybe this is a role where Delvin will start to fill in more regularly at. We've seen him all over the place in the starting 9, but the last few games he has been in that leadoff role. The right-hander working from the stretch, and he kicks and deals the first pitch. It's in there, a called strike, and we're underway at 8:45 p.m. The Otters able to accumulate 13 hits, a baker's dozen worth in Game 1. Now the 0-1 pitch. Zinn takes a strike on the outside corner, quickly 0-2. That was a game that lasted 2 hours and 13 minutes. A little bit of a longer one, considering it was only a 7-inning game. Now the 0-2 delivery. Fastball misses outside, but it resulted in an Otters win, and that's all you can ask for. Chirico at the set. He's ready with the 1-2. Here it comes. And this is lifted the opposite way toward the concourse. It'll be a souvenir. And we'll try it again for Zinn. Zinn had a stellar Game 1. A perfect 4 for 4 at the plate. Scored a run, picked up an RBI. Chirico tosses in the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A 5-pitch strikeout to begin the game as Zinn is out number 1. And now coming to the plate, David Mendham. That was an offensive display that was one to see, one for the eyes for Evansville back in Game 1, and it was just a lot of consistent hitting. Righty on lefty matchup. Here's the first pitch to Mendham. Fastball misses high, and the count is 1-0. Evansville picked up base hits in every inning, 1 through 7 in Game 1. Here comes the 1-0 delivery. And it's a fastball taken on the outside corner for a strike. 1-1 now for the left-handed hitting Mendham. The first 4 men in the order had base hits as well. Here's the 1-1. This is lifted to the left side, out of play. And we'll try it at 1-2 for David. And now the Otters trying to follow it up with another good performance here tonight. That would really put Florence on their heels. Remember, coming into the day, Florence winners in their last 3 after sweeping Lake Erie. Now the set, Chirico offers up the 1-2. Fastball taken away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Evansville winners in their last 3 out of 4 games, taking 2 out of 3 from Washington. Good start to the second half of the year for the Otters. The 2-2 is a breaking ball, slapped the other way, foul. And we'll try it again. And maybe some of this warmer weather here in Florence helping the Otters out in Game 1, because my goodness, is it muggy here today. Was in Game 1, and while the temperature is a little lower, still very humid here in Game 2. Chirico comes to the set. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Grounder hit out towards short. Johnson up with it cleanly. His throw to first will retire Mendham, and there's 2 gone. Well, Zach Smith, the starter in Game 1, picking up the win after going 5 innings, allowing just the 1 run. but in those 5 innings, Smith ended up throwing 105 pitches. Now coming to the plate, the shortstop, Pavin Parks. He bats from the left side. The right-hander, Chirico, comes to the set. He offers up. First pitch down the middle for a strike, 0-1. John Beamer coming out of the bullpen to close out game 1 in the final 2 innings. Did not give up a run. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Parks behind on a fastball, and it's now 0-2. Chirico ready here. He deals. This is lined back to the screen. We'll try it again at 0-2. Just a short 3-game road series, 4-game road series, 3-day road series for Evansville. They'll be back home this weekend to face the Lake Erie Crushers. That'll begin a 9-game homestand for Evansville. The 0-2. Breaking ball lifted in the air, high and deep to right field, backing up Reeves at the track, at the wall, and he makes the catch. Robbing a home run of Pavin Parks. Reeves with a miraculous catch out in right field, and he ends the first inning in style. Otters go down 1-2-3 in the first. Florence coming to bat for the first time when we come back. Bottom of the first inning, Pat Miner on to pitch for Evansville here in Game 2 as the starter. He will face Ed Johnson as the first batter, the right-hander. Winds and fires. First pitch, a fastball low and away, and the count is 1-0. No score in the bottom of the first. Otters went down quietly in their half inning. There's the 1-0 delivery. Fastball catches the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Miner into his first start in the 2024 campaign. 12 prior appearances on the rubber, but all out of the pen. The 1-1. Fastball misses in. 2 balls and a strike. Miner 1-0 this season, 18 2/3 prior innings, and a 7.23 ERA. Now the 2-1 delivery. Here's a soft line drive out to second. A leaping try by Zinn, but this will go into right field for a base hit. So an early base runner for Florence. That'll bring up Craig Massey. Righty on lefty matchup. No score. We're in the first. Miner started this year in dominant fashion for Evansville. He had some hiccups throughout the middle part of the campaign, but didn't allow a run in his last start, rather appearance. Runner goes on the first pitch, and the throw is not in time. Ooh, a close play at the bag at second. But Johnson able to get his hand in there, and he's got a stolen base. Pitch missed the zone, and the count is 1-0. And where I was saying, Minor is not allowed a run in his last 2 appearances. The 1-0, grounded foul to the right side. We'll try it at 1-1. It has been a long day for the Otters. Leaving at 9 a.m., coming over to Florence. You lose that hour. So really it's only 8 o'clock Central Time. Here's the 1-1. And it's a soft line drive toward left field. Base hit, rounding third, and holding up there is Johnson. And now it's runners at the corners. Nobody out here in the first. And it's Brian Fuentes coming to the plate. That bus ride took a little bit longer than anticipated getting into Florence. Took about 3.5 hours. So 4.5 hours whenever you consider that time zone switch. Minor comes to the set. Here's the first pitch. Fuentes looks at one, low and away, and the count is 1-0. And then these guys got to play 14 innings of baseball. Minor at the set, the pitch. Fastball touches the outside black, 1-1. And the cherry on top, a morning game tomorrow. 11 a.m. start time. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. You know, I don't know whose idea it was to start morning games as a thing. But the Otters and Y'alls will now play 3 games in less than 24 hours. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Whoever's idea it was in the Frontier League to have some 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. starts, I got a gripe to pick with them. Minor serves up the 2-2. Breaking ball misses outside. You don't see any major league teams starting at 10 in the morning. Just saying. Hey, if we have to get up early and call another game, that's a pretty easy problem to solve. Now the payoff. Fastball misses away. So the bases are loaded, not an out to be recorded yet here in this first inning. No score between Evansville and Florence. Hank Zeisler coming to the plate. Well, the question is for Minor, how long can he go today on the mound? When you have never started in a season, you're late into the season, you're used to coming out of the bullpen, it can be really tough and you can feel fatigued early. First pitch misses inside, a fastball to Zeisler, and the count 1-0. And Minor, a guy that has only thrown a maximum of 42 pitches in an appearance before. He went 3 2/3 against Washington back on May 21st. The 1-0, and it misses low and inside. Well, first Minor has to figure out how to throw strikes. That's step one. 2 singles and a walk here in this first inning for the Y'alls. Infield still playing back. The pitch. Fastball misses inside, 3-0, and they are giving no attention to Ed Johnson at third. I guess they don't care about that run scoring now. Outfield playing deep, and the pitch to Zeisler. Fastball in for a strike, 3-1. Well, the Otters ended up putting Casey Delgado on the inactive list. The pitch, and it's in for a strike. 3-2 now. And who knows knows what that next move is going to be for Andy McCauley and Max Peterson. But as we know, Delgado only pitches in home games. I'm not even sure if they have any more roster moves with him. Minor at the set, the payoff. Inside, ball 4. Minor walks in a run. Make it a 1-0 game with the Yalls leading. Well, that bullpen already hot for Evansville. Hard to tell exactly who's warming up as the bullpens are tucked away, but it looks like a right-hander. Here comes Max Peterson. Well, you don't want to see the pitching coach in the first inning. Except for when you're heading back to the dugout and he taps you on the behind for working a 1-2-3. That's the only time you want to see the pitching coach in the first inning. I wonder what the conversation is here between Minor, Green, and Peterson. Bases remain loaded for Florence, and at the plate, TJ Reeves. A sticky situation here in the first. Well, Zach Smith had a sticky situation in the first, gave up a run, but stranded the bases loaded. Difference here being there is nobody out here in this first. The pitch from Minor. This is swung on, launched in the air. High and deep to right near the warning track. Olin, he will make the catch, and this will be plenty deep for another run to score. Everybody tags, and it's a sacrifice RBI fly for TJ Reeves. Well, there's an out recorded, so that's a positive. Florence has, I don't know what you want to call it, a thing here, where every time the Yalls score a run, they'll throw towels out from the press box. Now at the plate, Steven Harustovich, and he goes after the first pitch, hits a ground ball past the shortstop Parks, and another run will come in to score. Harustich with an RBI single. Runners at the corners now make it a 3-0 Yalls lead. We were talking about the towel tosses. You should see the fans whenever the Yalls score. They turn around immediately and start jumping in the air like they're at a Justin Bieber concert. First pitch misses low to Justin Levy in the count 1-0. No, it's at the knees, a strike, beg your pardon. And they're excited for the shirts. Runner goes to second on the 0-1, and it's a pump fake from Green. No throw, fastball missed low and outside. Stolen base for Harustich. And now there's 2 ducks in the pond with 1 gone. Infield now playing in for Evansville. Minor leans in, comes to the set. The 1-1, and it's lined into right field. This should be playable for Oland. He makes the catch. A strong throw home, comes in on a bounce. Uh-oh, there's runners not in position for Florence. Throw from Green goes to second, and they have Harustovich in a rundown. Now the throw goes home because Zeisler was caught in the bases, and now it's Harustich again. The throw goes to second from third, and the Parks applies the tag. The inning is over. Well, that was an interesting rundown, and we'll try to sort that out for you through the break so we can give you an accurate description as to what just happened. It's a great throw from Olin, and Zeisler was not going. Harustich was going to third, thinking that Zeisler was going to tag, and that's what sparked the rundown. So it went to second from Green, then over to third, then to home, then to third, then to second, and now the inning is over. Florence gets 3, and they lead at 3-0 over Evansville after 1. Top of the second inning, Dakota Phillips leading it off for Evansville. Florence with a 3-0 lead. First pitch from the right-hander, Dante Chirico in for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Chirico went 1-2-3 in the first inning. Paven Parks was robbed of a home run. The right-hander comes to the set from the stretch. He deals. And the 0-1 is swung on, hit back to the screen, foul. We'll try it at 0-2. 15 pitches, 12 strikes for Chirico in that first inning. Worked really efficient. Well, the Otters in an early hole. And we'll have to see what they can concoct. They trailed after giving up 1 run in the first inning of the last game, but they did not give up 3 runs. A little bit different of a situation. Chirico ready. He offers up the 0-2. Fastball misses outside, and it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes for Phillips. Chirico ready at the belt. He deals. Breaking ball just misses off the outside corner. Good layoff that time from Phillips. Chirico, a product of App State Athletics. Spent his undergraduate days in the Sun Belt Conference. Here's the 2-2. Fastball misses inside, and the count is now full. That's where he played his final 2 years. In 2023, graduated this spring in 24. Here's his payoff pitch. This is swung on and launched high, deep to center field. Davis backing up. He looks up. Kiss it goodbye. It's gone. Phillips will touch them all. A solo homer to straightaway center field. And it's 3-1 Florence. Oh, and he gets a hold of it. It travels, doesn't it? The 6th homer of the year for Phillips. RBI number 17. And that's one way to strike back here in this second inning. And now coming to the plate, Gary Mattis. First pitch is in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Mattis had a triple in the last game. Getting another start here in the nightcap. The 0-1. Swung on, hit in the air. Center field again, this time playable. Ranging to his left, Davis. He makes the catch. One gone here in the second inning. Florence leads it 3-1. And Mason White coming to the plate. White able to snap that long hitless streak in the series finale on the 21st against Washington. He was 0 for 23 when he broke the streak. Here comes the first pitch to him. Fastball off the inside part of the plate, and the count is 1-0. We'll see if that maybe gives White a little bit of firepower. Now that he's off the schneid, the 1-0. Breaking ball drops in for a strike, and the count is 1-1. Gosh, we know White has the talent, plenty of it. We saw it in the month of June. The right-hander steps and deals, and Chirico's fastball is at the knees for a strike. And the count is now 1-2. But in this month of July, it has been a struggle. White batting just .209. The set. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Two outs here in this top of the second inning. And coming to the plate, Logan Brown. Brown did not see action in the series opener earlier today. His first time at the plate against Florence. The pitch to him. Fastball touches the outside black for a strike, 0-1. And remember, Brown was one of those guys that was signed late in the season for Evansville. Now the 0-1. Swung on, a line shot toward the left center gap. That'll get down for a base hit, cut off by Davis. And Brown has a single. So Brown is now playing in his 21st game. This is his first time seeing Florence at all this year. But now coming to the plate, the catcher, Jake Green. Well, off to a good start against the Yalls. 1 for 1 with a base hit. Green bats right-handed, the pitch to him. Breaking ball, and it falls in for a strike. The count 0-1. Florence 3, the Otters 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and blasted high in the air toward the left field line. Giving charge, Harustich, and he will make the catch. Right in foul territory, just crossing that white chalk. He retires Green. That'll do it. Evansville gets one back, a solo homer from Dakota Phillips, and the Florence Yalls lead at 3-1 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Eight, 9-1 in the order for Florence, and it'll be Sergio Gutierrez leading it off. Pat Miner, the right-hander, back on the rubber for his second inning of work. First pitch is swung on and launched high, deep to right. Goodbye. No doubt blast. The first pitch of the inning, and Gutierrez goes yard, gets the run right back, which they all surrendered in the game, and it's now 4-1. So now it'll be Dalton Davis coming to the plate. Davis did not play in the series opener earlier today. Miner ready, and the first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Miner, not a guy to walk many throughout this season. Here's the 0-1. And it's a fastball, popped up, foul back over the screen, excuse me. And it's now 0-2. But Miner has given up a lot of hits this year. Well, he has also given up 2 walks today. He's ready. The right-hander winds and fires the 0-2. Fastball line, but on the year, Miner before this, again, only surrendering 2 walks to 19 strikeouts, but in his prior 18 and 2/3 innings, he's given up 22 hits, and that home run from Gutierrez was his 7th in the year. Now the 0-2, and it's inside. It hit Davis. He'll go to first. An 0-2 pitch, and here comes Max Peterson. Got to imagine this will be it for Miner. Some Otters swimming around in that bullpen behind the right field wall, and Miner's day is over. Take it to a break on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Florence 1, Evansville 0 here in the second. Chip Korbacher on to pitch for Evansville. And we're in the bottom of the second inning. Runner on first base, nobody out. And we'll immediately have time. Was ready, but Korbacher just stepped off. And it was almost a pitch clock violation. Oh, now he's ready, the right-hander working from the stretch. At the set, the kick and the pitch. Fastball in for a strike, and the count 0-1 for Johnson. Short day at the office for Pat Miner. Went one inning, has so far surrendered 4 runs. He's also responsible for Dalton Davis in the Frontier League, and there's one gone. So that'll close the book on Miner. Officially 4 runs all earned in 1 inning. Next pitch, swing and a miss, and the count is now 1-2 for Johnson. Johnson singled and scored his first time up. It is incredible. Going back to Green. Green is now 19 of 36 in throwing out runners. So again, he came into today's contest throwing out guys at 34%. And he is so tough to steal a base off of. Righty on lefty battle. First pitch to Massey. First will have a throw to the bag. Johnson in safely. Oh, we always talk about Alec Oland in his yellow wood bat. Craig Massey has a red wood bat. Here comes the first pitch from Korbacher. Fastball high and outside, and the count is 1-0. Well, it makes a little more sense for Massey and his red bat. That's at least the team color, but the Otters have no yellow in their jersey, and neither did Tri-City either. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. Count 1-1. Next time I see Oland, I'll have to ask him about that bright yellow bat. Then, in the series finale against Washington, we saw him sport a pink bat. Here comes the 1-1 from Korbacher. Fastball outside, back pick to first, back in safely, Johnson. Korbacher leans in, gets the set, and here's the 2-1 pitch. First a long pause at the belt. That pitch clock winding down. Here it comes. Fastball just a smidge low, and the count is 3-1. Massey 1 for 1, a single and a run scored. End of the game reached base for Florence here tonight. That sparked their 3 runs in the first inning. The 3-1 pitch, fastball high, ball 4. Scoring games against each other. Actually, the one earlier today was the lowest scoring game, the least amount of runs scored in a contest between these two foes this year. Righty on righty matchup. Korbacher a look to second. At the set, he comes home. And it misses just a little bit low. Looked like a fastball. And the count is 1-0. 6 runs came in, and that's the lowest all season in a single game. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, and Fuentes was behind on a fastball. We've had some real doozies, especially here at Thomas More Stadium. Back on May 24th, the first time these two teams met here, 15-9, Evansville. Korbacher sets up the 1-1. He deals with 1 second on the pitch clock. Fastball at the top of the zone, a called strike. Then the next day, as if 24 runs in a game between two teams wasn't enough, Florence bests Evansville on the 25th, 20-2. Now the 1-2 delivery. Breaking ball misses inside. And that trend kept up whenever Florence came to Evansville for the first time as well. Not quite as extreme, but still a lot of offense. Korbacher kicks and deals the 2-2 pitch. And it's tapped back to the right side of the screen. Foul. We'll try it again. After that May series, the next time the two teams met was in early June, the 6th, 7th, and 8th. Evansville took the first two games 9-1 and 11-5. And then Florence took the series finale 7-1. Well, we have time called. It looks like our home plate umpire, Kevin Furman, a little shaken up. That foul ball might have nicked him while going back to the screen. Furman signaling to the Florence dugout, no, I'm good, stay in there. He wants to get this game over with. Everybody's ready. Korbacher comes to the set. And the 2-2 delivery is a fastball lifted in the air down by the right field line. Mattis giving chase, or excuse me, Olin, and he will run out of room. I don't know what I'm talking about. It is Mattis. My apologies, folks. The 2-2 once more. Swing and a miss. The long at bat finally comes to a close, and Korbacher picks up out number 2 here in the second. So now coming to the plate, Hank Zeisler. Runners on first and second, and Florence leads it 4-1 over Evansville. Korbacher ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball. We'll go through the rest of the defensive order for the Otters in the nightcap. David Mendham at third, Paven Parks at short, Delvin Zinn at second, Logan Brown at first, Mason White out in left field, Giovanni DiGiacomo in center, and as you all know, Gary Madison right. The battery, Jake Green behind the plate, and Chip Korbacher out on the rubber. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. It's a fastball tipped off the glove of the catcher, Green. And the count is now 0-2. Pretty good crowd on hand here tonight for a Tuesday night doubleheader. Florence was expecting somewhere in the ballpark of 2,400. Korbacher ready. He deals. And this is sent foul to the left side of the screen. We'll try it again at 0-2. Looks like there's a blue lit up train on the concourse down by the right side. Was lit up and then it just shut off. Like we said in game one, there's a lot to do here. Korbacher deals, and both runners go. Fastball high, no throw from Green to either bag. I'm going to have to get on that Florence Y'all's fun slide out in the right field lawn. Now that's something that looks fun. A 1-2 count now for Zeisler. Another long at bat. And the 1-2 pitch. Fastball high. This inning started with a solo homer from Sergio Gutierrez on the first pitch of the frame. Now the 1-2 delivery. And it's lined back to the screen. We'll try it again. And actually, it's a 2-2 count. Second and third, 2 outs in the inning. Korbacher ready. He throws home. And this is sent foul again to the left side and out of play. We are seeing the same thing in Game 2 that we saw in Game 1. That these Florence Y'alls hitters just do not want to go down easy. How many 6, 7, 8, 9 pitch battles, even 10 pitch affairs have we seen here today in these 2 games? The deuces are wild and the pitch. Fastball swung on and smoked. High and deep to center field. DiGiacomo backing up at the warning track, leaps, and he makes the catch. Nice effort from the center fielder, and he will retire the side. Florence gets another. They lead Evansville 4-1 after 2. Top of the third inning, it's 4-1 Florence over Evansville. Leading it off is Giovanni DiGiacomo as he squares the bunt. Puts it down the left field line, foul. On the play, Dante Chirico slipped on the rubber. And so the infield will convene to take a look at him. Well, there must have been a late change in the lineup, because the lineup card that I was sent, that I have a picture of on my phone, says Green batting 8th, DiGiacomo batting 9th. And the two have flip-flopped. So that must have been a late change. Righty on lefty battle. Here's the pitch to DiGiacomo. Breaking ball misses outside. Now the set. Now the pitch. And it's a check swing from Giovanni. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Chirico comes to the set, working from the stretch. He deals, and this is sent foul. Back over the screen. We'll try it again at 1-2. DiGiacomo had a pinch hit opportunity in the last game. He struck out. Now the next offering. Swing and a miss. So DiGiacomo retired. And now coming to the plate, it's the leadoff hitter, Delvin Zinn. The order was not flipped around. It's been a long day, folks. Here's the first pitch, and Zinn takes one outside. The count is 1-0. Green ended that last inning with a fly out to left. Here's the pitch, and it's in there for a strike. Zinn struck out swinging his first time at the dish. 4 for 5 on the day, including game 1, though. The right-hander ready. Chirico offers up. Fastball misses outside. Well, the temperature has dropped to 76 degrees. Getting a little cooler by the second here at Thomas More Stadium. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Big hack there from Zinn. And the count is now even at 2-2. Chirico leaning back in. 3 seconds on the pitch clock. Comes to the set. And the pitch swung on, a soft liner to the first base side, and that'll get through on the ground for a base hit. It was a low line drive and then ended up rolling into the right field glove of T.J. Reeves. And it's a 1-out single for Evansville. Florence leads it 4-1. We're in the third. Here's the first pitch. And David Mendham takes low, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Runner goes to second. This is smashed to first, and it's past a diving Zeisler. This will go down into the right field corner. Rounding second and putting the brakes on there is Zinn, and it's a double for Mendham. Holy cow, was that smashed off the bat. That was one of the hardest hit balls we have seen all season. We need an exit velo check on that one. Had to easily be 105 plus. Well, now coming to the plate, left-handed hitter Paven Parks. So an opportunity here for Evansville. Tying run at the plate, 4-1. Florence leads it. Righty on lefty matchup. The pitch. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike, and the count is 1-0. Parks 0 for 1. Flew out his first time up. He was 2 for 4 in the series opener. Ended up scoring a run. Chirico ready, and he deals. This is swung on, lifted in the air. Left field shallow, charging down by the line, Hrustic, and he won't be able to get there. This lands in fair territory. Zinn comes in to score right behind him, Mendham, and stopping up at second base, it is Paven Parks. 2 runs come in to score, and just like that, it's a 4-3 game, and the deficit has been trimmed to 1. I would imagine that's going to go down as a double. And it's a 2 RBI, 2-bagger for Paven Parks. Double number 7 of the year. RBIs 13 and 14. And the Otters don't have to be done yet. Here comes Dakota Phillips. First pitch from the right-hander, Chirico. Fastball misses high, and the count is 1-0. Phillips homered his first time at the dish. He comes to the set. Chirico fires in. Runner goes to third. Fastball. Swing and a miss. Throw to the bag. And they got Parks. Well, there's 2 outs now. A questionable call to steal. I get you want to put more pressure on the defense, but you have a good hitter at the plate. And a base hit probably scores you. Here comes the 1-1. Phillips hits a ground ball to the left side of the infield. Coming towards second, Fuentes, the third baseman, will throw out Phillips at first. The inning is over. Well, Evansville gets 2 on the 2 RBI double from Pavement Parks, and they pull to within 1. Florence 4, the Otters 3 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Bottom of the third inning, it's Florence 4, Evansville 3 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Chip Korbacher back on the rubber. First pitch, swing and a miss for TJ Reeves, and the count is 0-1. Reeves hit a sacrifice RBI fly his first time up. The right-hander back to the set. And the pitch. Breaking ball misses just off the outside corner. Don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow in 11 o'clock start time. 11:03 if you want to be exact. Now the 1-1. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Well, Reeves, a 2024 All-Star this year, and he and Ed Johnson missed a couple of games during the Lake Erie Crushers series. Here's the 1-2. And it misses low. They got stuck in New York during that Delta storm fiasco. And so they couldn't fly back to Cleveland because they had a layover in New York. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, a grounder hit to short. Parks up with it cleanly. He'll rifle it to first. And keeping his foot on the bag is Brown. There's one down. So Johnson and Reeves were just waiting and waiting and waiting, and nothing happened. They ended up missing 2 games out of that Lake Erie series. The first 2 games of the series they missed. And so they ended up training back to Cleveland. They got in for the Sunday game at 4 in the morning, and they both were in the starting lineup that day. Korbacher at the set, and the first pitch to Stephen Hrustich is in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Hrustich with an RBI single his last time up. Righty on righty matchup. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses off the outside black, 1-1. Florence leads it 4-3 over Evansville. You want to talk about long travel. Korbacher sets up the 1-1. Swing and a miss. I guess there are worse places to be other than New York City. You get to explore downtown for a couple of days. In the summertime too, when it's nice weather out. Go get some Joe's Pizza. Oh, Joe's Pizza is good. Here's the 1-2. Fastball misses low. That pizza joint, the same pizza joint where they filmed Spider-Man 2. The original Spider-Man, the good Spider-Mans. The one with Tobey Maguire. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball high. I don't know, I just could never get into the ones with Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland. It just never really tickled my fancy. Korbacher at the set, he deals. Fastball, watch out. That almost got Hrustich in the face. A high and in heater. He was able to limbo out of the way, but ended up falling backward. And it's a walk. Now the one Spider-Man that I thought was somewhat okay was the one where Maguire, Holland, and Garfield were all in it at the same time. Now coming to the plate, Justin Levy. First pitch he sees, misses a little bit low, and the count is 1-0. Had to go see that in theater when it came out. And overall, it was a pretty fine film. Runner on first, one gone, we're in the third. Florence leads it 4-3. Korbacher at the set. He'll throw to first. Back in safely is Hrustich. Levy flew out his first time up. Korbacher deals. Fastball high. These Otters, again, have had to throw a lot of balls in these two contests. And I mean that literally, not total pitches, but actual balls. Now the 2-0 pitch. Fastball high. Korbacher gets the sign. He's ready with the 3-0. Here it comes. Fastball high. Ball 4. All you can do is laugh. Well, now it'll be runners on first and second. And here comes Sergio Gutierrez. But first, Max Peterson will come out to the mound. You'll see if this is it for Korbacher. The last two batters, you just all of a sudden lost complete control. And now Korbacher is thrown 3 different walks. Minor had 2 walks. That's 5 walks here in game 2. Evansville as a staff had 8 walks in game 1. Folks, that's 13 walks. And we're not even through 2 games. I mean, look, you don't want to harp on these guys, but these are professional pitchers. And throwing strikes is step 1. You are taught that as a youngster in Little League. Well, we'll see if Korbacher can make the proper corrections. And now coming to the plate again, Sergio Gutierrez. Righty on lefty matchup. First pitch to the catcher. And he takes for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Korbacher comes to the set. Now the 0-1 delivery. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Nice pitch from Korbacher, and it's 0-2. Florence leads it 4-3. We're in the nightcap. The Otters taking game one by a score of 5-1. Florence, 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Evansville, 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Korbacher leans in. He's ready at the belt, and the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Gutierrez out number 2 here in this third inning. And now coming to the plate, Dalton Davis. Runners on first and second, and Florence with a 4-3 lead. Korbacher offers up the first pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Davis hit by a pitch his first time up. And again, he did not play in the series opener. The next offering. And it misses low. The count is 1-1. Davis, a product of Louisiana Tech University. Earned first team All-Conference USA this year. Next pitch to him, misses outside, and the count is 2-1. Korbacher at the set. Now the 2-1. Check swing, misses outside on the pitch. Did not go around. 3-1. Korbacher, a 4-seam fastball, slider, and a changeup. Last appearance on the 20th of this month against Washington. Went 1 inning, gave up 2 runs, 1 hit, 2 Ks. The pitch, and the 3-1 is low. Another walk. 3 walks in the inning from Korbacher. And he is really struggling with his command. That's the 4th walk that he has given up here tonight. Max Peterson will take him out of the game. He comes out, waves the finger. We'll be back on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Florence 4, Evansville 3, back after this. Ryan Wiltsey on the rubber for Evansville to take over for Chip Korbacher. Right-hander from the stretch. First pitch fouled back to the screen off the bat of Ed Johnson. 0-1 the count. Johnson 2 for 2, a single, another single, and a run scored with a stolen base. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the third inning. Florence leads it 4-3. Now the next offering. Breaking ball, not even close, way high. Well, Korbacher surrendered 4 walks, only gave up 1 hit, but he's responsible for all 3 runners on base. Went 1 2/3 innings. The next offering, Wiltsey throws a fastball that swung on and missed, and the count is 1-2. Johnson has been a good leadoff hitter for Florence this year. Came into the game, into the series, batting .316. The 1-2, fastball high. Johnson in game 1, 1 for 2, but he reached base 3 times, a hit by pitch, a walk, a single, another run, and another stolen base. So he's up to 16 swipes on the year and 20 tries. The 2-2, swung on, a bullet towards short, but it's fielded cleanly by Parks. He'll flip to Zinn, covering the bag at second for the force, and that'll do it. 3 in the books, and the base is stranded for Florence as they lead Evansville 4-3. Gary Mattis leading it off, top of the 4th inning, and the right-hander, Dante Chirico, back on the mound. His first pitch is swung on and lined back to the screen, foul. We'll try it at 0-1. Florence with a 4-3 lead over Evansville here in the 4th. The right-hander comes to the set. And the pitch. Swung on, lined into right field, base hit. Mattis with another knock. And it's a leadoff base runner for the Otters. First hit of game 2 for Gary, but he was 2 for 3 with a triple and an RBI single in the opener. Now coming to the plate, Mason White. White 0 for 1, he struck out his first time up. First pitch and the runner goes. Fastball in for a strike. Throw to the bag, not in time. Mattis with his second swipe, rather third swipe here in the series. Stole second and third in the opening game. We were talking about earlier in the contest, Chirico, excuse me, his tenure at Appalachian State. He put up some good numbers. The pitch swung on, skied into the air, right center, and coming on is Reeves. He will make the catch. What a lot of people don't know is Appalachian State has one of the most gorgeous baseball fields in the country. Oh, it is so beautiful in the fall because it is surrounded by a ton of trees. And when you get all the mix of colors in there, it is absolutely stunning. First pitch to Logan Brown, fouled away to the left side, out of play, and the count is 0-1. Brown 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. Now the pitch to him. Fastball away, 1-1. Florence leads it 4-3 over Evansville. Runner in scoring position. Chirico. A look to second, deals home, runner goes to third. Fastball swung on, lined hard and deep down the left field line. This one is off the wall, and it's going to be extra bases for Brown. A head first slide into second, he's safe, coming into and this game is tied. Logan Brown getting in on the fun, his second hit today. And it's a run-scoring double to get Evansville knotted with Florence at 4. So now to be the catcher, Jake Green coming to the plate. Righty on righty matchup. Green 0 for 1, a fly out to left his first time up. First pitch he sees, he goes after it, hits it a ton, high and deep to right. Backing up at the wall, making the catch, Reeves. Tagging for third is Brown. Green is out number 2 on the F9. And that'll bring up Giovanni DiGiacomo to the plate. Well, when you play a doubleheader and your second game is scheduled for 8:45 with a first pitch, usually that means you're going to be the last game. But not today, because there have been 2 rain delays out in Chicago. First pitch for Giovanni DiGiacomo, swings at it, hits a fly ball out to left field, camping under it, Hrustic, and he makes the catch. The inning is over. Evansville ties the game, an RBI double from Logan Brown, and it's knotted at 4 with Florence. We'll take it to the home half of the 4th on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Craig Massey leading it off, bottom of the fourth, and back on the rubber, Ryan Wiltsey throws the first pitch from the windup. A fastball misses inside, and the count is 1-0. Massey, 1 for 1, a single, a run scored, and a walk. The pitch to him. In there for a strike at the knees, a fastball, and it's now 1-1. Wiltsey recorded an out to the first batter he faced to end the third inning. The pitch. Fastball misses on the inside part of the plate. Florence getting 3 runs in the first and 1 in the second, all off the arm of Pat Miner. Now the next deal. Fastball high, 3-1. But my goodness, the balls thrown by this Otters pitching staff today have been crippling. The set and the pitch, swing and a miss, and the count is 3-2. And really, to be frank, Evansville can't afford to walk any more guys. Now, that said, only one has come back to haunt Evansville in this game. But that is not a risk that you want to keep taking. Allowing free passes, because eventually there's going to be that one big hit and then boom, the game is broken open. We were talking earlier about the rain delays in Joliet and Windy City. So Evansville may not be the last game to finish tonight. Wiltsey winds and fires home the 3-2, high. Another walk. And that's the 7th free pass of the game from the Otters. 15 now on the day. Well, that is, again, 15 walks in 10 innings. So now coming to the plate, Brian Fuentes. Double play ball in order, the pitch to him, and it drops in for a strike, the count 0-1. Gateway and Joliet scoreless in the bottom of the fourth, and Windy City leading Schaumburg in the top of the fifth, 4-2. A throw to the bag at first, back in safely Massey. Going through some other scores, Sussex County taking down the New England Knockouts 4-3 at home. Wiltsey at the set. He offers up, and the 0-1 is a breaking ball, falls in for a strike. New York and Ottawa postponed. We said that earlier in game 1. And Pomona getting more rain. Now the set. Now the pitch. Fastball high. Bottom of the 9th inning, Quebec leading New Jersey 7-0 on the road. Tri-City edging out Three Rivers in 10 innings, a 3-2 game. Here's the pitch, and it misses outside. Earlier today, game 1 of this twin bill, Evansville winning 5-1 over Florence. And Lake Erie earlier this morning beating Washington 4-3. Wiltsey at the set, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Second time that Fuentes has struck out today here in game 2, and now coming to the plate, Hank Zeisler. 4-4 your score between Evansville and Florence. We're in the fourth. Zeisler, 0 for 1. He walked in the first inning, flew out. First pitch, and it's a swing and a miss. TJ Reeves on deck. Steven Hrustich in the hole. Here's the pitch, and it runs inside, almost hits Zeisler. He gets out of the way, and the count is 1-1. Wiltsey at the set. He deals. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, and he had Zeisler out in front. And the count now 1-2. Wiltsey, 10 prior appearances, 1 game started, 2-1 win-loss record, 18 innings, and a 3.00 ERA. He offers the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Ryan Wiltsey as he sets down Hank Zeisler, and now coming to the plate, TJ Reeves. Reeves 0 for 1, a sac fly his first time up. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses low. 11 o'clock start time tomorrow. That's 10 a.m. Central Time, and we'll have time called as home plate umpire Kevin Furman is heading out to the mound. Jake Green down at the plate. Take a short step aside on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. We're all square at 4 between Evansville and Florence in the 4th. Back here in the 4th, and it is a runner on first, 2 gone. And Ryan Wiltsey facing TJ Reeves. Jake Green, okay, he will remain in the game. The 1-0 pitch from Wiltsey. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-1. Wiltsey put together his best season at St. Mary's College in California. In his final year this spring, had a 2.60 ERA in 55 innings. Next pitch, fastball outside, throw to first, and back in safely is Massey. So Wiltsey in his first professional season. There's been a lot of turnover in the Evansville roster this year, but Wiltsey has been a nice mainstay. The 2-1. Fastball misses high. He was picked up in the middle of the season, but he's gotten more opportunities as of late, and he's made them count. Now the 3-1. Swung on, a line shot to right field, base hit. Holding up at second, Massey. And it's a single for TJ Reeves. Now coming to the plate, Steven Hrustich. Hrustich, 1 for 1, an RBI single his first time up. University of Michigan this spring. Spent 4 years of collegiate ball at Northwestern, was an all Big Ten first team player. 6'1", 225 pounds, and a real shock that he did not get drafted this year in the MLB draft. First and second, 2 outs, Wiltsey. A look to second, now deals home. Fastball misses high, 1-0. Appeared in 60 games for the Blue, and he had 59 starts with a team leading 1.056 OPS. He takes a strike on the outside corner to even the count, 1-1. Hrustich set a single season record with 53 walks over the course of the season for Michigan. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And it misses the zone. A check swing, fastball high, didn't go around, and the count is 2-1. Hrustich, 1 walk today in both games. The 2-1. This is swung on, a line shot toward the left field line, base hit, And this is going to score a yawl. Rounding third, touching home, Massey. And Florence has regained the lead. It's 5-4. This is a tough ballpark to pitch in. And it's no wonder why we have seen a lot of high-scoring games, because it's a hitter-friendly park. But up to second base, Reeves, and it's an RBI knock for Hrustic. And now coming to the plate, Justin Levy. Levy 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. First pitch he sees misses outside, and the count is 1-0. We're in the fourth inning. And remember, with this doubleheader, we will play 7. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball at the top of the zone, a strike, and it's 1-1. Wiltsey comes to the set. The 1-1. Breaking ball misses high, and we'll try it at 2-1. Wiltsey back to it. Haydale's fastball way upstairs, 3-1. Levy, a new product to Florence, but he's been around the block. Lots of experience, including some at the affiliated level. Reached all the way to AAA, the 3-1. Swung on, popped up, foul back over the screen. This will go over our heads. And it's now a full count. Levy drafted in the 39th round by the White Sox in 2016. Signed by the Mariners in 2020 out of college. He did not decide to go to Chicago. Wiltsey kicks and deals the payoff pitch. Runners go. Fastball called strike 3. 2 runners stranded for Florence, but they get one and take a 5-4 lead over Evansville. 4 in the books on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the order for Evansville, Delvin Zinn leading it off, and the first pitch from the right-hander, Dante Chirico. Breaking ball on the outside corner, a called strike, and it's 0-1. 5-4, Florence leads it. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Zinn singled and scored his last time at the dish. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And it's skied onto the infield toward the first base side near the line. The catcher calling for it. Gutierrez able to call off his pitcher, Chirico, who was there. And at the last second, Gutierrez made the basket-styled catch while falling to the turf. One gone. So that'll bring up David Mendham. A double, a run scored, and a ground out today here in Game 2. Mendham in the opener, 1 for 4 with an RBI single. He bats left-handed. The set and the pitch. It's fouled back over the screen, and we'll try it at 0-1. Mendham putting a lot of hard work in it. Be fit by Bob's over the last couple of weeks. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses away, 1-1. He and Pavin Parks have become best friends. They spend a lot of time together, especially getting workouts in. And let me tell you, both men, you can tell they work out. Let's put it that way. The 1-1. There's a line shot out towards short, backhanded, dropping to a knee by Johnson, and he will throw out Mendham. A nice play by the shortstop, and there's 2 gone here in the 5th. So now to be Pavin Parks coming to the plate. Parks had that 2 RBI double his last time up. And at the time, that was able to pull Evansville to within 1. They tied it last inning in the 4th, but then the Alls got another run back. Righty on lefty battle. And the pitch from Chirico. Fastball misses low, and the count is 1-0. Parks had a 2-hit game in the opener. The next pitch, breaking ball, misses away. Parks had that groin injury right before the All-Star break, but he was able to make a comeback. The 2-0. Chirico throws the breaking ball in. And Parks able to return off the DL in that series against Lake Erie before the break. The next pitch popped up, foul territory, left side, giving a look the third baseman Fuentes, but this will quickly get out of play. 5-4, Florence leads it. Base is empty, 2 outs. Chirico comes to the set. He deals. Swung on, a ground ball, back up the middle, base hit to the right of center. And Parks aboard with a 2-out knock. So he continues to have a hot bat. Parks had that 3 for 10 series upon returning from the All-Star break against Washington. And he's got 4 hits here in the first 2 games of this series. Coming to the mound, Chad Rhodes, the manager. And we're going to have a pitching change on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. The day is over for Dante Chirico. 5-4, Florence leads it over Evansville in the away 5th. Ken Kleiman taking over duties on the rubber for Florence. We're in the away fifth, and it is 5-4 as the Otters trail by 1. Runner on first, 2 gone in the inning. At the plate, Dakota Phillips. Lefty on lefty matchup. Kleiman 6-7 from the stretch, deals a fastball, and it's a swing and a miss, 0-1. 260 on the rubber from Williamsburg, Virginia. Kleiman, no shortage of height, that's for sure. Now the 0-1. Another heater, and Phillips was behind. Twisted his knee a little bit on the swing. Well, the count now 0-2. Phillips 1 for 2, had that solo homer in the second inning. The pitch. Fastball high and away, and it's now 1-2. Kleiman on the year 0-1. 2 saves to his card. This is his 23rd appearance of the year, a .381 ERA. The southpaw at the set, glove at the chest, the pitch. Breaking ball inside, almost got a piece of Phillips, just missed him. 28 and a thirds prior innings, 35 strikeouts for Kleiman, so he knows how to use his wipeout stuff. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a fastball, and that'll do it here in the fifth. We'll take it to the home half of the inning. Florence 5, Evansville 4 on the Otters Digital Network and Flow Sports. Home half of the fifth inning. Florence with a 5-4 lead over Evansville. On the mound, left-hander Griff Hughes. He will face Sergio Gutierrez. First pitch off the inside part of the plate, and the count is 1-0. Gutierrez batting right-handed. We have seen him hit from the left side throughout the rest of the series. Next pitch, and he offers up on a pitch that was outside. And the count is 1-1. Gutierrez had that mammoth shot to right field in his first at-bat today. The switch-hitting catcher takes a little bit low, and the count is 2-1 on a fastball from Hughes. Day over for Ryan Wiltsey, 1 1/3, gave up a run on 2 hits, 1 walk and 3 Ks. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses inside. Hughes, a 4-seam fastball, slider, changeup, and a splitter. The 3-1 outside, but it caught the corner for a strike, and the count is now full. Well, Gutierrez was not in favor of that call. And he will call time, wants to think things over. It's so funny. whenever hitters disagree with the call. And we see this at the major league level now too. What they'll do is call time. Here's the 3-2. Fastball misses inside. So it took one extra pitch, still another walk. And that is now the 8th walk of the game from Evansville's pitching staff. And it is the 16th here today altogether. Now coming to the plate, Dalton Davis. I just find it interesting that these players will call time. The left-hander throws to the bag at first. And it'll be a balk. Up to second base, Gutierrez. Because what the hitters are basically saying is, no, I didn't like that call. So I'm going to step out and let you think about the decision that you made. Pretty sure John Boy Media, who's a YouTube channel, does baseball breakdowns. One of the first guys to really put that out there for the public. But it's true. It's just interesting. Now here's Andy McCauley to argue the call. Wouldn't be surprised if McCauley got ejected. He's done that a lot this year. I'm sorry, that was in poor taste. Not wrong. That was a quick visit between McCauley and Parker Powell, the first base umpire, and McCauley will walk back to the dugout. So a runner on second base, nobody out. Davis, no official at-bats, 2 plate appearances, a hit by pitch and a walk. Well, that's the other thing to consider is the hit by pitches today. The first pitch, fastball misses inside. It's not just the walks that Evansville has given up because they've also given up some HPPs. Hughes at the set. The 1-0. Breaking ball misses outside. But again, somehow the score is what it is, and Evansville is actually in striking distance. You think you give up 16 walks in a game and a half and you're done for, but Evansville winning the first game, and they're only a run behind here. The next pitch swung on, lifted in the air, high and deep to right center. Ranging over, DiGiacomo makes the catch. Long throw to third, tagging for the base, Gutierrez, and it's cut off by Parks on the infield as he will hold on to it. And there's one down in the inning. Runner 90 feet from scoring for Florence, could be an important insurance run. And it's Ed Johnson coming to the plate, the infield coming in. Lefty on righty battle. The southpaw at the set. He offers up. Johnson takes a fastball high, and the count is 1-0. Johnson 2 for 3, a couple of singles, a run scored, and a stolen base in the nightcap. The 1-0 delivery. Check swing on a fastball, and he offered up, says first base umpire Parker Powell. Well, the crowd that was once near 2,400 certainly thinning out now. And there might not even be 500 people here. The 1-1 from Hughes. And it misses outside. And hey, look, I get it. That's a big reason why Major League Baseball and the rest of baseball decided to do the rule changes, because it's already 10:36 p.m. here. And if you got work the next day, you don't want to watch a baseball game at 10:30. The pitch, swing and a miss. And honestly, it's the same thing with these players. They'll be at the ballpark by 8 a.m. tomorrow. Which means that the bus will leave at 7:30, which means that everybody will be getting up no later than 7 a.m. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Johnson strikes out. He's out number 2 here in the 5th. Craig Massey coming to the plate, runner on 3rd, 2 outs. That was a big strikeout from Hughes. The left-hander deals. It's a breaking ball in the outside corner, a strike. Hughes had 9 consecutive scoreless innings earlier in the year before the break from June 22nd to July 6th. The 0-1 pitch, fastball misses high and in. '21 appearances this year, 24 2/3 innings, and a 4.01 ERA for Hughes. The southpaw sets up the 1-1. Here it comes. Fastball high. The left-hander comes to the set. The pitch. Fastball misses high and in near the armpits. And it's now 3-1 to Massey. Hughes has one of the highest Ks per 9 in this entire Frontier League. He's ready with the 3-1. The pitch, inside, ball 4. Second walk of the inning from Hughes. But he does have a strikeout, and Hughes' total now up to 41 Ks in his 24 2/3 innings. It's over a 15 Ks per 9. And now coming to the plate, Brian Fuentes. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Florence leads it 5-4 over Evansville. The pitch. Fastball touches the outside black for a strike, and it's 0-1. Hughes comes to the set. The pitch. And it drops in, strike 2. Fuentes 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts, a walk, and a run scored. He bats right-handed. Hughes kicks and deals, and the 0-2 misses just a little bit low. Another close pitch, but a good layoff that time from Fuentes. Hughes deals the 1-2. Fastball, check swing, did not go around as it missed high. Fuentes came into this series batting .278 at the dish, 5 homers, 41 RBI. Hughes offers up the 2-2. Ground ball through the left side, base hit. Another run's going to come in to score. Gutierrez touches the plate, makes it a 6-4 Florence lead. And some more t-shirts are being thrown out from here in the press box. Oh, the commodities that go on here at Thomas More Stadium. They had to give it to the Yalls. They know how to keep things fun. Well, now coming to the plate, Hank Zeisler. Lefty on lefty matchup. Hughes steps off the rubber, fakes a throw to second, now gets back on. At the set. A look to second, he deals home. Breaking ball high, but it's called a strike, 0-1. Hughes kicks and deals. Breaking ball hit back to the screen. It's quickly 0-2 now for Zeisler. Zeisler played collegiately at Chapman University, the University of Missouri, and the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Hughes deals, and the 0-2 is a fastball just a little bit upstairs. Began at Chapman, playing a season there, then spent his 5th year at Nevada before a grad year at Missouri. The 1-2, and this is swung on, hit into left field. This is right at Mason White as he retires the side and makes the catch. Well, that'll do it. 5 in the books. Florence adds another, and we'll take it to inning number 6 with the Y'alls on top 6-4 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. 6-4, Y'alls lead it over the Otters, and it is Gary Mattis leading it off for Evansville here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch, a fastball from Kent Kleiman, misses high and away, and the count is 1-0. Mattis 1 for 2, a single and a run scored his last time up, the 1-0 delivery. Fastball high, 2-0. Mattis, Brown, Phillips, Marin, all got guys coming in the last month or so of baseball. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on, popped up, foul back over the screen. We'll try it at 2-1. And each guy providing in his own way at one point or another. Mattis certainly providing in this series so far. 3 for 5 with a run, an RBI, and a triple. The pitch, 2-1, misses inside. Kleiman comes to the set. The southpaw ready. He deals. Fastball grounded sharply to third, but foul. Well, let's take a look at some Major League scores tonight. The Cleveland Guardians besting the Detroit Tigers 5-4, that one taking place in Cleveland. Also on the slate, the Brewers and the Cubs even through 5-0. Next pitch, swing and a miss. The Diamondbacks beating up on the Royals 6-2. That's in the bottom of the 9th inning. And the Royals one more chance at home. The Red Sox getting the better of the Rockies, 6-0 in the bottom of the 7th. The Angels beating the Mariners 3-0 on the road. That's in the top of the 5th. Here's the first pitch, outside and low to Mason White, and the count is 1-0. The Athletics beating the Houston Astros 5-1, top of the 5th. That's a great score to see. Next pitch swung on, shot out toward deep center field. Backing up and not being able to make the catch, Davis, and this is over his head, takes a bounce off the base of the wall. White stops in at second, he's got a double. First hit of the game for White. And remember, he did not play in the series opener. But White able to come through. And he's got his 12th double of the year. Now that'll bring up Logan Brown. Florence leads it 6-4. We're in the top of the 6th. Kleiman at the set, he deals. Breaking ball, and it's in for a strike. The count is 0-1. Lefty on lefty matchup. Brown has put together a nice game. RBI double his last time up, single the first time he hit. He slices the next pitch foul. Watch out, Andy McCauley. That was a hot bullet his way. And we'll try it at 0-2. Kleiman comes to the set. He offers up the 0-2 pitch. And it's popped up, foul, back over the screen. We'll try it again. Other games in the major leagues today. The Dodgers leading the Giants 2-1, top of the 3rd. The Marlins beating the Orioles 6-3 at home. Cardinals on top of the Pirates 2-1. The Padres beating the Nationals 4-0. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, tap to the right side of the infield. Near the bag at first, Zeisler fields and steps on first unassisted. And there's 2 outs in the inning. Moving up to third, White. And coming to the plate now, Jake Green. New York beating the Yankees. That's the Mets on top 3-2 in the Bronx. That's another great line to see. Anytime the Yankees lose, it's a blessing for baseball. Anytime the Astros lose, a blessing for baseball. The Rays beating the Blue Jays 4-2 on the road. That one was north of the border. Reds and Braves, for all you Cincinnati fans, postponed. First pitch to Green. Fastball misses high. Green 0 for 2, a couple of flyouts tonight. The 1-0. And Kleiman throws a fastball by Green. And the count is 1-1. Kleiman back to the set. He deals. Fastball, swing and a miss. Another heater that Green was behind. And that heater from a guy who stands 6'7", 260 on the scale, that's a lot of body mass coming toward you, and it makes that fastball look a lot harder, even if it's not really thrown into the mid to upper 90s. It's almost an appearance that is more intimidating than the pitch itself. Kleiman at the set. The 1-2. Fastball away. Kleiman pitched in one game against Lake Erie. His last outing, he threw a scoreless inning back on the 20th. Gave up a hit, struck out 2. The time before that, 3 strikeouts in an appearance against Washington. Went 1 inning, gave up a run on 2 hits. Next pitch is fouled off Jake Green as that kicks towards the Florence third base dugout. We'll try it now at 2-2. Kleiman ready. He deals. Swing and a miss, inning over. We'll take it to the bottom of the 6th. Florence 6, Evansville 4. Griff Hughes back on the rubber, and he will face TJ Reeves as the first batter. Florence leads it 6-4 over Evansville. Bottom of the 6th. First pitch swinging. Line drive out to left. Charging over White. And he's able to track it down by the line. One pitch, one out. How many times have we been able to say that today? That might be the first. That might be the first time we have said one pitch, one out. And now coming to the plate, Stephen Harustic, and the first pitch he sees in there for a strike. The count 0-1. Hughes back into the wind. The pitch, breaking ball, misses just off the outside black. In the first game, we talked about the 1-2-3 innings. Here's the pitch, and it misses a little low. After a recount, 2 half innings were 1-2-3s. The rest, there was at least one base runner. Here comes the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Good pitch from Hughes. And he got Harustic to chase after one in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Well, here in this game, there has only been one half inning of a 1-2-3 frame. Here comes the 2-2. Called strike 3. Fastball on the inside corner. And Hughes has got his second K today. So now it'll be Justin Levy. Hughes ended up giving up a run in the last inning in the 5th. That was an insurance run for Florence. First pitch from the left-hander, a fastball at the top of the zone, a called strike, and it's 0-1. Florence 3 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the 4th and 5th. The pitch, ground ball back to the mound as Hughes is able to knock it down, recover, throw to first, on a bounce, picked out of the turf by Brown. What a play. That was either a low liner or a sharp ground ball, but either way, a great effort by the pitcher, and that'll get you awake if he wasn't already. That's a scare shot and a nice play by Hughes. Florence 6, Evansville 4, and we'll head to the last inning. One last chance for the Otters on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the 7th inning, and it is Florence 6, Evansville 4. One last chance for the Otters. Giovanni DiGiacomo leading it off. And DiGiacomo 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout. Now on the rubber, Cameron Farrer. He will take over duties for Kent Kleiman, the right-hander working from the stretch. At the set, he kicks and deals. And DiGiacomo takes a fastball high and away, and the count 1-0. Kleiman, 1 1/3 innings. Scoreless work tonight. 1 hit, 3 Ks. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Well, the Otters will need at least 2 to tie and force a bottom of the 7th. Evansville taking game 1, 5-1 in the nightcap, trying to even the playing field. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Grounder, or rather a liner, hit to the left side of the screen, and it's 1-2. First pitch of game 1 was at 5:41. So, folks, we have been broadcasting for over 5 hours at this point. Now the 1-2. Fastball high, and I am taking into consideration the break that we had in between games 1 and 2. This game, up to 2 hours and 15 minutes. And our last game, 2 hours and 13 minutes. Though a 2-2 pitch, swing and a tapper off the glove of Gutierrez. And we'll try it again at 2-2. But pre-game show, and we'll have a post-game show after this. I can only imagine how these players feel, because they got to get up and do it all over again at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Farrer leans in, gets the sign. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball misses a little bit outside. DiGiacomo 0 for 3 on the day, 2 Ks, a pinch hit in game 1. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks from the Florence pitching staff, including in the 6th. And the lineup will turn over for the leadoff hitter, Delvin Zinn. Well, a positive, Evansville has not committed an error in what will be 4 games if they're able to get through this one. Here's the first pitch. Fastball at the top of the zone, missed by a smidge, and the count 1-0 to Zinn. No errors in game 1. And actually, they didn't have a single error against Washington, so this will be 5 in a row. The 1-0. Fastball high, and I'm not trying to be facetious when I say that that is a great step in the right direction, because it would be the first time all year that Evansville had not committed an error in 5 games. The set, and the right-hander's pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, a strike. Well, it is eerily quiet here at Thomas More Stadium. And again, the crowd went from 2,400 to maybe about 200. And that's being generous. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2 now for Zinn. Zinn will call time. He's 1 for 3 today, a single and a run scored. Zinn has turned out to be a great product with the bat for Evansville. Really started to turn things around after the first 7 or so games. He struggled, but now he is one of the best hitters in the lineup. The 2-2, and it misses downstairs. The count now full. Remember, Zinn had that perfect 4 for 4 game in game 1. A run scored, an RBI, all singles. Ferrer at the set. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball high, ball 4. And the tying run comes to the plate. Some late night drama, if it already wasn't late enough. And coming to the plate, David Mendham. Mendham 1 for 3, a double, a run scored in the third. Righty on lefty matchup. Here's the first pitch from Ferrer. Runner goes to second. Fastball, check swing, and the throw goes into center field. Zinn will be on his way to third, and he will stand uncontested. Make it a stolen base plus an advancement on the throwing error from Gutierrez. Now, did Mendham go far enough to make it a check swing strike, or was the pitch low? We never got a call from our home plate umpire, Kevin Furman. And the count is 1-0. He just signaled, so it must have been a ball. 190 feet from scoring. 6-4 Florence here in the final inning in the top of the 7th. The 1-0. Fastball misses inside. 2-0. Well, you got Pavin Parks on deck and Dakota Phillips in the hole. So 2 power guys coming up after Mendham. Here comes the 2-0 delivery. And it's a fastball that misses in. 3-0. If you can get the tying run on base and the go-ahead run at the plate like a guy like Parks, you better be real careful if you're Ferrer. He's ready. Here's his 3-0. Misses downstairs, ball 4. Second walk of the inning from the right-hander. And here comes the pitching coach, Carl Craigie, to have a word. So a slight turning point here in this 7th inning. Zinn on third, Mendham on first. And what's the talk here? You got to throw strikes. Because now you face the go-ahead run at the plate. Parks with a 2 RBI double in the third. He singled his last time up. Parks had a home run in the series against Washington. And this is getting really interesting here at Thomas More Stadium. Righty on lefty matchup. The meeting on the mound over. Ferrer at the set. He kicks and fires the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Ferrer, 5'11", 195 pounds, out of Noblesville, Indiana. 25 years old. He was with Florence last year, the 0-1. And it misses inside. The count is 1-1. 11 games this year for Ferrer. 3-0, 2 saves, a 2.08 ERA. This is a guy that doesn't make mistakes often. Can the Otters capitalize off the 2 walks? Now the 1-1. Fastball misses inside. 2 balls and a strike for Parks. Parks also had a home run robbed from him from T.J. Reeves on a leaping grab over the wall in right center. His first time at the plate. The set and the pitch. This is swung on and blasted high and deep to right, but it is foul. Oh, my goodness. You wouldn't be able to make up a more cruel joke. And it's a long strike. 2-2 the count. That cleared the wall by about 50 feet. Ferrer back to the set. Here's the 2-2 for Parks. Swing and a miss. Parks went fishing after one low. And now coming to the plate, Dakota Phillips. What could be the final out for Evansville here in the nightcap. Phillips, 1 for 3, a home run in the second inning. Struck out his last time up, bats left-handed. Ferrer working from the stretch. He's at the set. The right-hander deals. First pitch misses inside, a fastball, and the count is 1-0. Well, you have another chance with another big power bat. And Phillips had his 6th home run of the year earlier in today's contest. Now the pitch, fastball, swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1. Runners at the corners, Florence 6, Evansville 4. Now the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Back to pick to first and in with a head first slide. No damage done as Mendham able to get back in there. And Evansville down to their final strike. A 1-2 count. The go-ahead run at the plate, the tying run at first. Ferrer ready, he comes to the set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Runner goes to second. No, he doesn't. And Mendham got Grady on a secondary. Back pick to first, ball kicked away, but not far enough from Zeisler for anybody to advance. Pitch missed the zone, 2-2, and it looked like Mendham might have taken off before heading back to first. Trying to get into the head of this defense and make them cause a mistake. The deuces are wild. Here's the 2-2 to Phillips. Swung on a bullet out towards straightaway center field, but this is right at Davis as he makes the catch. Ball game in the nightcap. Florence takes this one by a score of 6-4 over Evansville. Well, this twin bill results in a split between the Evansville Otters and the Florence Yalls. Evansville taking game 1, 5-1. Florence besting the Otters in game 2, 6-4. Final box score and the recap coming your way on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Kyle Chandler with you. We'll go ahead and hop right into it. Florence struck first in the bottom of the first inning in game 1. They played a one run to jump ahead, but that was all they could afford throughout the rest of the contest. And in the meantime, Evansville came back with the offense. They tied the game in the fourth inning. A fielder's choice RBI from Dakota Phillips to score Randy Bednar, who tripled. And then Evansville took the lead in the fifth frame, an RBI knock from Delvin Zinn to score Jake Green, who doubled with one out. Well, the Otters added in the sixth inning with another run before finalizing their scoring in the seventh with a pair of runs in that last inning. It was 5 base hits in a row for the Otters to lead off with one out in the frame, and there were a couple of RBI singles from David Mendham and Randy Bednar. Final time of game 1, 2 hours and 13 minutes. The winning pitcher was Zach Smith, went 5 innings as the starter, gave up 1 run. It was earned on 3 hits. He struck out 3 and walked 6. Certainly wasn't the best day for Smith, but he'll move to 5-5 with the win. And as we talked about earlier in game 1, that's what great pitchers do. When you don't have your best stuff, still able to work around it, and Smith able to limit the damage, didn't give up too much trouble, and he left with the lead, which allowed his team to secure the victory. John Beamer in game 1 pitching the final 2 innings, scoreless baseball, and he walked 2, struck out 2. Taking the loss, Evan Webster, who in his professional debut actually looked fairly sharp. 5 innings, 2 runs on 6 hits with no walks and a K, but he will drop to 0-1. Final box score, in game 1, Evansville 5 runs, all earned on 13 hits. No errors in the field, 7 left on. Florence, 1 run, it was earned on 3 hits, no errors, 9 left on. Moving into the nightcap, well, Florence jumped ahead early again. This time, they got more than just the 1 run. They scored 3 in the first inning, as it was a walk and 2 singles to come in and score as the first 3 batters of the game. A sacrifice RBI later with an RBI single to score all 3. And then Evansville put together 1 run in the top of the second, a solo homer from Dakota Phillips, before Florence got the run right back in the bottom of the frame with a solo homer of their own. Sergio Gutierrez, my goodness, he absolutely demolished the baseball out to right field. And that made it at the time a 4-1 game. Evansville showed some fight. In the third inning, they scored another 2 runs, a 2 RBI double from Paven Parks to score Delvin Zinn and David Mendham, who both reached base with 1 out, and that made it 4-3. Then the Otters tied the game in the top of the 4th inning. It was a leadoff single for Gary Mattis as he stole second, and then 2 batters later, Logan Brown doubled him home to make it a 4-4 contest. But in the bottom of the 4th, Florence got the run right back to retake the lead. Leadoff walk, and then with 2 outs in the inning, Steven Hrustich brought the runner home with an RBI single, and that was the last lead change. Florence led it 5-4 at that point. Then in the 5th inning, it was a leadoff walk, and then later in the frame, that leadoff walk came back to score to finalize the scoring. The box score in game 2, Florence 6 runs, all earned, 8 hits, no errors in the field, 9 left on. Evansville 4 runs, all earned, 8 hits, no errors, 7 left on base. Taking the win, Kent Kleiman for the Yalls, 1-1 now after the win. 1 1/3 innings pitched in relief with no runs allowed on 1 hit with no walks and 3 Ks. Taking the loss, Ryan Wiltsey, he drops to 2-2 after giving up the lead in that 4th inning. And Wiltsey went 1 1/3, giving up a run on 2 hits, 1 walk, and 3 Ks. Final time of game 2, 2 hours and 26 minutes. We'll be back tomorrow at 11:03, first pitch Eastern time, local time, and that's 10:03 back in Central time. Well, that'll do it. One final time, your final scores: Evansville 5 in game 1, Florence 1, and in the nightcap, Florence 6, Evansville 4. Hope you enjoyed the ride. Thanks for sticking with us through this one. We'll be back tomorrow on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. This is Kyle Chandler saying thanks again. Have a good night, everybody, and take care. Most importantly, God bless.